right, hello wine drinking people. Today is Wednesday the 13th of April, and we've only got 2 events this week. Really light for us, being that, we're professional drinkers here, training for the Wine Drinking Olympics. And one of our favorite areas to train in is the Bordeaux section. And we've got a great offering for you today on a killer little value from the 2003 vintage from Bordeaux. I'll never forget when these 2003s were coming out. When the grapes were being picked, I was getting phone calls. People were calling up wanting to order futures on Bordeaux. Bordeaux is one of the few wines in the world you can pay for up to 2 years or more before you actually get it. But the futures don't come on sale until the UGC puts on its first tasting in March, and the buyers go over and get to actually taste the wines before they go on sale. That's right. And, 2003, people were so excited because the warm weather and the reports of harvest were just saying how incredible the grapes were. We were already getting people that wanted these wines, and, we just started a list, and I went to go over and taste the wines myself personally, and I have to say some of the most forward and charming wines I've ever had from Bordeaux. This was a really hot vintage, freakishly hot. Hundreds of people died in Paris, so they don't believe in air conditioning in certain places in Europe, and this is one of these things that was good for the harvest in some ways. Unfortunately, not classic for Bordeaux to be so forward and so drinkable at an early age. And these wines, I remember when people brought them to brown bag, a lot of people blind thought they were California Cabernets. The alcohol levels were higher, the wines really juicy, very drinkable in their youth. And now that these wines are at their 13th year of life, a lot of them are drinking at their peak. Bordeaux is one of these wines you can keep for a very long time. I'll tell you, even first growth like Chateau Lafite, which we got on this offering, $1,000 a bottle, fairly drinkable right now for such a young vintage of a great Bordeaux. It's amazing. Even the first growths you can open up and enjoy today. Something we love about this 2003 vintage. Well, we've got one of the best values, like I said, we've ever had in the store in the Saint Estephe section. Back Capbern Gasqueton, we sold this wine a couple of times. I think we sent emails on it. Well, this really is the last 100 bottles that we have of Capbern Gasqueton 03. I mean it this time. And this is from the owners of Calon-Segur. It's one of the few estates that's not classified in Saint Estephe, all the way to the north of the Medoc. And actually, Chateau Lafite, some of their cellars are in Saint Estephe. So they go back before the appellation was created. This wine has that classic gravelly minerality. There's more gravel here than clay in the rest of Medoc. And you really notice that in the wine. Some lovely cigar and cedar in the nose as well. Some currants and plums, some peppery spice. This is classic Bordeaux, drinking at its peak for $24 a bottle. Hard to believe you can buy wines like this from great properties in Bordeaux for under $25 that are drinking at their peak. I'll bet you couldn't buy the new release of this wine for $24. So check it out. Everything we've got from the 2003 vintage from Bordeaux, including this killer little value from Saint Estephe from Capbern Gasqueton. I'm your host, Andrew Lampasoni, signing off for the Wine Watch, saying remember, always drink the good stuff first.